Hello, everyone. Today we are going to dive into one of the greatest mysteries on Earth, the depths of Lake Baikal. This deepest lake on the planet holds many mysteries that haunt researchers from all over the world. Could Lake Baikal be home to an underwater civilization? What secrets do its icy waters hide? From unexplained light phenomena to mysterious underwater structures, three amazing stories about Lake Baikal will raise even more questions and perhaps reveal the unknown. Are you ready to learn more about the secrets this mysterious lake hides? In 2023 to 2024, new theories and hypotheses were put forward regarding the mysteries of Lake Baikal, which sparked a new wave of interest among researchers, enthusiasts, and even eyewitnesses. New versions of events, testimonies of local residents, and technological advances have provided new data that make us rethink traditional ideas about the lake. The discoveries made in these years are unprecedented and may change our understanding of the history of Lake Baikal. Lake Baikal has always attracted scientists and explorers for its depth and crystal-clear water. But in the last few years, it has become a focus for those who believe in underwater civilizations. Lake Baikal is not only the largest but also the deepest lake on the planet, and its icy waters hold many mysteries. Although scientific expeditions often conduct research here, in 2023 a group of archaeologists and biologists from Russia and China made a discovery that baffled the scientific community. During one of their deep-sea dives, the researchers, equipped with the latest technology, came across unusual stone formations at a depth of more than 1,500 meters. Initially, geologists believed that these could be ancient natural formations caused by tectonic processes, but when they approached them, the scientists recorded clear traces of stone processing. Some of the structures looked like geometrically correct arches and walls, reminiscent of the ruins of ancient buildings. The stone blocks had clear edges, and some of them contained patterns that could be symbols or hieroglyphs. The study showed that these structures appeared at the bottom of Lake Baikal much earlier than humans began to build similar facilities on the surface. The uniqueness of these structures lies in the fact that they are very rarely found at such depths, especially with such a smooth geometry, which is one of the reasons why researchers became interested in the hypothesis of an underwater civilization. Experts have suggested that these ruins could belong to an unknown culture that existed in the area now covered by the lake. Scientists believe that this culture could have been destroyed by a cataclysm, after which the remains of its cities were submerged. In 2024, the team traveled to Lake Baikal again to conduct additional analyses. The divers tried to study the unusual symbols they found on the walls of the ancient structures. These signs, engraved on large stone blocks, did not correspond to any known writing. Analysis of the stone samples showed that they were created using tools capable of cutting stone with incredible precision, but no information about such technologies has been preserved on Earth at that time. In addition, the researchers found various artifacts near the structures, including objects that could have had ritual or domestic significance. One of the most mysterious artifacts is a metal object that looks like a part of a mechanism that does not correspond to any known type of metal processing of that era. This artifact impressed scientists with its complexity and precision of manufacture, which gave rise to hypotheses about the presence of highly developed technologies in unknown cultures. In parallel with the archaeological findings, scientists have been studying geomagnetic anomalies observed in certain parts of the lake. These anomalies could be caused by both natural geological processes and the influence of unknown energy sources. The research revealed increased activity in certain areas of the bottom, where magnetic fluctuations were observed, which could affect the functioning of the devices and even cause strange light phenomena described by local residents. Interestingly, for many years, locals have been telling legends about people from the water who, according to myths, live at the bottom of Lake Baikal and can influence life on the surface. According to old-timers, these creatures can cause a storm or natural disaster if disturbed. From a scientific point of view, this looks like a myth, But after recent discoveries, some scientists do not rule out the possibility that an ancient culture could indeed live near Lake Baikal and even had contact with local peoples. In addition, numerous cases of strange light phenomena on the surface and underwater of Lake Baikal have been recorded. One of these phenomena was captured on video in the summer of 2024. Bright spheres of light that appeared above the water and then abruptly disappeared, as if sinking into the depths of the lake. These observations were made using the latest infrared cameras, which allowed for a more detailed analysis of the phenomenon. The researchers put forward several hypotheses about the nature of these light spheres, ranging from natural electromagnetic effects to the possible existence of unknown underwater energy sources. The discovery of underwater structures, artifacts, geomagnetic anomalies, and light phenomena have brought Baikal to a new level of interest among researchers. New theories and hypotheses that have emerged in recent years raise questions about the possible existence of unknown cultures or ancient civilizations that have left their marks on the bottom of this majestic lake. Is it possible that these are the remains of an ancient civilization that existed long before our era? Or are these phenomena and structures the result of unknown natural processes, or perhaps the consequence of interference in our past by external forces? The questions remain open, and Lake Baikal continues to keep its secrets, attracting the attention of researchers and mystery lovers from all over the world. Each new discovery raises even more questions than it answers, but it is precisely this uncertainty that makes Lake Baikal so mysterious and attractive for further research. Scientific expeditions continue their work, and perhaps the coming years will bring even more impressive discoveries that will change our understanding of this incredible natural object. In 2023 to 2024, interest in the mysteries of Lake Baikal only grew, especially after several high-profile reports of strange objects spotted on the surface and in the air above the lake. Lake Baikal has long been known as a place where unusual phenomena have been recorded, from anomalous light flashes to mysterious objects sinking into the water and disappearing into the depths. However, new evidence and modern technology have taken the research to a new level, and researchers now have more information about what might be hiding in the deepest lake on the planet. In the summer of 2023, a group of tourists staying in one of the coastal villages captured a luminous object on camera that is unlike any other known natural phenomenon. The video shows a bright ball first appearing above the surface of the lake, hovering for a few seconds, and then rapidly falling into the water, emitting light even after submersion. According to witnesses, this phenomenon repeated several times during the night, and everyone who witnessed it reported a feeling of inexplicable anxiety. This case, like many others, has attracted the attention of local researchers and specialists in anomalous phenomena who are trying to understand the nature of such objects. One of the hypotheses put forward in 2024 was that the objects could be top-secret developments being tested in remote parts of Siberia. However, this version seems unlikely, as none of the known facilities have the ability to dive to a depth of more than 1,500 meters and then quickly ascend. Another fact that adds to the intrigue is the reports of UFOs observed over Lake Baikal by pilots of commercial and military aircraft. Several crews flying over the lake at an altitude of 10,000 meters claim to have seen bright objects moving with such speed and maneuverability that no known aircraft could have replicated them. The pilots noted that the objects were spherical in shape and emitted an unusual blue light that changed to red during maneuvers. In March 2024, these testimonies were joined by two more groups of pilots who reported similar sightings, which only confirmed the seriousness of the situation and the need for additional research. One of the engineers working in the field of aviation, who wished to remain anonymous, suggested that these objects could be prototypes of new technologies that are ahead of current achievements in aircraft construction. However, the version about testing modern technology does not explain why these objects are so frequently seen over the lake, and why some of them, according to eyewitnesses, have the ability to disappear underwater, as happened in 2023. In addition, the engineer noted that no known aircraft or unmanned aerial vehicle can perform such rapid maneuvers in the water without damage, which cast doubt on any official version. In February 2024, a group of astronomers, armed with the latest infrared scanning telescopes, recorded a strange anomaly in Lake Baikal that appears and disappears in certain areas of the water surface. According to the scientists, there is a short-term increase in water temperature and magnetic activity in this area. Scientists suggest that the anomalies may be associated with underwater active zones, or even with heat sources that open up as a result of tectonic plate activity. However, this theory does not explain why the objects are moving in the sky. Subsequently, in April 2024, researchers again recorded similar anomalies, which led them to suggest that these phenomena may be regular and require long-term observation. Some scientists also hypothesize that Lake Baikal may be a kind of natural laboratory where processes related to geomagnetic anomalies, thermal sources, and possible impact on atmospheric phenomena take place. It has also been suggested that the interaction between the tectonic plates under Lake Baikal creates a peculiar effect that can generate not only anomalous light phenomena, but also affect the trajectories of objects in the air. These assumptions support the need for further study of the relationship between underwater cores and atmospheric phenomena. These observations again raise the question, what is actually happening at the bottom of Lake Baikal? Are these natural phenomena that are not yet understood by science, or can Lake Baikal be a kind of portal through which events that cannot be logically explained occur? Researchers continue to study these mysterious phenomena, hoping that further expeditions and analysis will provide answers to these questions. Despite numerous hypotheses, Lake Baikal remains a place that attracts both scientists and those interested in anomalous phenomena, as the lake has not yet revealed all its secrets. At the beginning of 2024, new investigations into Lake Baikal led to new mysteries. Scientists from Russia and Japan began an in-depth study of the lake bed, relying on modern sonar and robotic vehicles to survey at great depths. The aim was to find an explanation for the unusual phenomena and creatures that locals have been talking about for centuries. From people from the water to mysterious underwater creatures, Lake Baikal hides many secrets. And although these stories were previously considered mere legends, the latest findings make us wonder, perhaps there is more truth to these stories than we thought. According to local Buryat legends, Lake Baikal is home to creatures that the ancients called people of water. These creatures, according to eyewitnesses, have an anthropomorphic form, but are distinguished by the fact that their bodies are covered with scales or shiny skin that shimmers in the water. Locals say that the water people are not dangerous to those who do not disturb the lake. Moreover, there are stories of fishermen who drowned in Lake Baikal but mysteriously survived, claiming to have been saved by these creatures. In February 2024, a group of researchers from the Russian Institute of Oceanology began a new series of deep-sea dives in Lake Baikal. During one of the expeditions, they managed to capture something extremely strange on camera. At a depth of about 800 meters, the submersible came across large shadows that moved rapidly, disappearing behind stone structures. When analyzing the video in detail, the scientists noticed that the shapes of these shadows were different from fish or other known aquatic life in the lake. Some of them seemed to have limbs that looked like hands or even fins that moved in a human-like manner. This footage has attracted the attention of both scientists and paranormal investigators. One of the theories put forward by researchers is that there may be creatures unknown to science in the depths of Lake Baikal that are adapted to the extreme conditions of life at great depths. The lake's unique ecosystem with high oxygen concentration and minimal temperature fluctuations makes Lake Baikal an ideal environment for the development of special species that are found nowhere else in the world. Numerous stories about strange finds that fishermen sometimes bring to the surface from the depths of the lake add even more intrigue. In 2023, a strange metal structure with a large number of holes and a look like a part of an underwater vehicle appeared on the surface of the lake. A detailed analysis of the material revealed that its structure did not correspond to any known metal on Earth. The results of the research are still classified, and there have been no official comments from scientific organizations. In addition, during another dive in April 2024, the researchers noticed strange stone formations at the bottom of the lake that resembled ancient structures. These stone structures were covered with a thick layer of algae and sediment, which testified to their antiquity. They had the shape of regular geometric shapes, which is not typical of natural formations, and this gave rise to the hypothesis that these structures could be of artificial origin. Some researchers suggest that these may be the remains of an ancient city that went underwater as a result of catastrophic events, perhaps an earthquake or other natural disaster. Underwater cameras also recorded the presence of strange light signals coming from underwater at a depth of about 1,000 meters. These light signals were regular in nature and changed in intensity, prompting scientists to speculate about the possible use of light to communicate between unknown beings or even to signal other objects. Some experts suggest that these signals may be related to underwater currents or the movement of tectonic plates, but there is no exact evidence yet. Another curious fact that has aroused considerable interest is the sharp increase in magnetic activity in certain areas of the Lake Baikal seabed. The researchers used special magnetometers to measure the magnetic field level at different depths, and found that in some places the magnetic fluctuations were so strong that they affected the operation of equipment, causing it to fail. These anomalies, according to some researchers, may be a sign of large underwater metal arrays or even ancient technological artifacts that have retained their energy activity to this day. Research has also drawn attention to unusual biological forms that have been discovered at great depths. One of the most mysterious discoveries was organisms that had the ability to bioluminesce. They emitted a faint greenish light that helped them navigate the dark depths. Scientists suggest that these organisms may be ancient relics that have survived in the conditions of Lake Baikal due to its isolated ecosystem. The unique properties of these organisms may indicate the presence of unknown species that have evolved in isolation over millions of years. These events reinforce the assumption that there may be another civilization at the bottom of Lake Baikal, or at least traces of ancient technologies left over from obscure times. Some researchers are already expressing a bold theory that Lake Baikal may be a kind of portal or base created by unknown forces, and that these forces remain active even today. They argue that numerous anomalies observed at the bottom of the lake cannot be explained by natural factors alone, and may indicate the activities of a highly developed civilization that exists in parallel with us. Are we really dealing with unknown creatures living at the bottom of the lake? Or are they just natural phenomena that have no scientific explanation yet? And the main question, if these creatures exist, are they dangerous to humans? There is no answer yet, but one thing is certain. Baikal continues to keep its secrets, challenging modern science and imagination. Baikal is not only a natural object, but also a challenge for everyone who wants to explore the unknown. Its depths hold secrets that can change our understanding of history, technology, and life on Earth. The scientific expeditions conducted here are just beginning to uncover this vast mystery, and perhaps in the near future we will get answers to questions that have remained unanswered for so long. But this requires new technologies, new approaches, and, perhaps, a willingness to accept that our understanding of the world is far from complete. Lake Baikal continues to beckon with its unknown, remaining one of the most mysterious places on the planet.